in my waist. Francis, M to the is H phenomenal. Rest under your vest, body abdominal.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Moments away in Boston.
The Bulls are looking to defeat their Eastern Conference rival going into this one. And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. Now let's take a look at the Bulls opening lineup. Jokic is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Fournier in at the 2. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Shot clock at 6. Jokic sets the screen for Fournier. Fires the 3. Porzingis with the rebound. On offense, here are the Celtics. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And on the road, their perimeter shooting really helped to kind of keep the crowd out of the game.
You know, I was surprised to see how comfortable they were in that environment. Shot a very high percentage from way beyond the arc.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That free throw good for Morris. He hits both from the stripe.
And this is what we've come to expect from him. This type of consistency from the line.
McCollum kicks to Jokic. Fournier with the ball. Now guarded by Middleton. The pass to Jokic. Jokic a screen. Here's McCollum. No good on that one. So the Celtics will take it the other way. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
Yeah, some history here, though. Of course, they won that first-round series in last year's playoffs and ended up sending them packing.
Well, this Bulls team, the definition of mediocre last season, finished a 41-41 record. They decided it was time to trade away Jimmy Butler and go young.
Screen by Porzingis. And Middleton kicks to Lowry. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Lowry's got his first bucket of the night.
If Lowry gets his feet set under him on a catch and shoot like that, the odds are it'll go in.
McCollum kicks to Covington. That's to Dedmon. He feeds it to Fournier. Jokic with his screen on Middleton. From deep. Rebound Boston.
This is the opposite of how they wanted to start this game. 0 for 4 already.
Drills it from outside.
You know, he attracts a lot of defensive attention, and that enables Lowry to create open looks for his teammates.
The feed to Covington. Pass to Jokic. Stolen by O'Quinn. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Middleton the pass to Lowry. Yes, that goes in.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
McCollum kicks to Fournier. Back to McCollum. Jokic a screen. Passes to Dedmon. Now, here's Jokic. O'Quinn defending. The shot's good from Nikola Jokic.
And that ends the frustration. They've been ice cold to start this one.
Yeah, their first bucket of the night. You can hear the collective sigh of relief.
There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter. Morris, no good.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Jokic a screen. Lowry against McCollum. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, McCollum's got his first bucket in this one. Celtics leading by 5. Middleton the pass to Porzingis. Feeds to O'Quinn. And it's sent back by Jokic. Covington against Morris. Covington kicks to McCollum. And the pass to Jokic. Over O'Quinn, and Jokic gets it to go. The assist by McCollum. Jokic has got his second basket. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Celtics out in front, leading by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. So we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Through that first one,
The Celtics with the lead. They've got Morris. Chris Middleton is out there with Lowry. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. And so many great young players around the NBA right now, Steve. If you were starting a franchise, who would you look to build around?
I mean, there's some guys. I mean, Anthony Davis, Karl Anthony Towns. Joel Embiid is one of those guys I think has a chance to be a superstar. There's so many guys. Giannis Antetokounmpo for sure. And I think a name I'm going to throw out there, Devin Booker. I think one day he's going to get a chance to be a franchise player.
His dad played in the league. You're right. That's a good name to keep track of. McCollum kicks to Fournier. Jokic a screen. Lowry against McCollum. That shot is off. Good work defensively by Lowry. And the wide open shot from Morris. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. Well, some of the big men in the league didn't mind drifting out and letting it fly from deep. Here are the best three-point shooters, centers, and power forwards. Third is Porzingis.
You know, there was a time in the league when you wouldn't see a group of big guys like this, but the game has evolved. Versatility now is why we see so many bigs that can just flat out shoot it from anywhere.
To have big men like these who can give you points from inside and outside gives teams an added dimension that teams love to have.
They throw good, McCollum. And so McCollum nails both of them. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Lowry with the ball. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Indiana.
And when you factor in the assist totals, that's a complete game.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
You know, Smitty, you love the grit of Kyle Lowry. 6'0", but he holds his ground.
A hard-nosed defender. He puts his body on the line all the time. You see him taking a lot of charges. Great quickness, too, and anticipation to rack up a lot of steals.
And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for the Celtics.
And they really based almost their entire offense around the three-point shot. Spread the floor, space the defense, and if the deep shots aren't falling, at least it should open things up inside.
Fournier dishes to Dedmon. Back to Fournier. And again, no good by Chicago. Celtics leading by 8. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Covington against Morris. Over in the quarter, Porzingis down to 5 on the shot clock. From 12 feet out, Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Covington wide open, he fires. A three-pointer, no good. For Boston, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. 1:06 left in the first half. Picked by O'Quinn. Lowry passes to O'Quinn and out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
And let's take a look at Kyle Lowry's numbers. How's the last month of basketball been for him? 11th in assists, and he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And he really is the consummate playmaker, always keeping his head on a swivel, searching for the open man, completely unselfish basketball player. The the shot's good from Fournier.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen.
Picked by O'Quinn. The wide open look here for Porzingis. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got his third assist on the night. Inside, got a piece of it. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Celtics leading by 8. Lowry kicks to Middleton. On the wing, Morris. And the Celtics hit again from deep. There's 10 seconds left in the first half. McCollum kicks to Dedmon. This is to Fournier. Jokic inside. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so, all right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime
Hello again,
Show.
everybody, along with Kenny the Jet Smith, and Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. The second quarter was full of highlights for them, and as their play improved, so did their lead. They'll be carrying an 11. That'll do it for now.
And as we return, we get a look at the Boston skyline. Those drone cameras are really something. Boston's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for Chicago right now, Robert Covington out there with Jokic. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. Then there's McCollum. And it's Fournier in at the shooting guard position. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer, Lowry. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
It seems like almost every shot Lowry takes is contested, but he doesn't let it bother him.
And Kyle Lowry over the last few seasons slimmed down about 15 pounds. He's been playing the best basketball of his career.
No doubt. He's still got that low center of gravity, almost like a bowling ball. He just gets under his man, and his strength and tenacity enable him to create chaos at both ends of the floor. And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Picked by O'Quinn. Off the screen and off the front iron, and in it goes. And 11 points for Kyle Lowry.
Lowry on the pick and roll draws so much attention because he is so good at finishing the play himself.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
You know, they worked hard, they drew fouls, but they just couldn't convert at the line.
And it's one of those things that can deflate your team. After all that effort, you want points.
Lowry against McCollum. Jokic a screen. Here's the floater. And O'Quinn sends it back. 3-on-3. Here's Middleton. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Middleton's got 5 now.
And the point differential tells the story. Their two-way play has been outstanding.
You know, it's a matter of effort plus talent. You need both to dominate this way.
Morris against Covington. It's deflected. Steve, you talk about the value of versatility in the NBA. It's never been higher than I think right now, wouldn't you say?
You're right, Kevin. The reason why is back in the day, a big guy got the rebound. A point guard or a guard would have to come back to bring the basketball up. Now, you see a guy like Anthony Davis, Al Horford, DeMarcus Cousins. They grab the rebound, and you see as a shooting guard and a point guard, they getting out and sprinting because they know they have a guy that can bring it up and make the right play at his size.
Lowry dishes to Morris. 13 feet away. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
And we've seen plenty of those lapses today. I thought eventually they buckled down on D, but they maybe just doing just the opposite.
McCollum kicks to Jokic. Over O'Quinn. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. He's got 6.
Boy, he reads the defense well. Makes a nice adjustment. Very dependable.
Lowry passes to Porzingis. And O'Quinn kicks to Porzingis. Morris with the screen for Porzingis. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. If you put one of these guys on the stripe, boy, you better just chalk up the points. These are the top free throw shooters since the All-Star break. Porzingis 4th.
And one look at his numbers since the break, and you can see how comfortable he's been at the foul line.
And it's McCollum off the drive. Good work defensively by Lowry.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Bulls trail by 15. McCollum with the ball. Now guarded by Middleton. Baseline try. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. 6 points for C.J. McCollum. The Celtics have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. McCollum against Lowry. Porzingis. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
McCollum kicks to Dedmon. And here's Fournier. Here's Jokic. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's the Boston Celtics looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Moments ago from the huddle, let's listen in on head coach Fred Hoiberg.
Keep fighting, fellas. All right, one possession at a time. All right,
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Bulls trail by 13. They've got Lowry. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Kyle O'Quinn. Then there's Markieff Morris. And it's Middleton in at the shooting guard. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Fournier dishes to Covington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's 3-pointers off the mark. Boston leading by 13. Now Lowry. Over McCollum. Here's Porzingis. Right side Lowry. Stolen by McCollum. Tries it from 19. Fournier's shot is off.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
And it's Lowry penetrating. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%. Bulls trail by 15. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Chicago calls timeout.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
You start to wonder, in my opinion, is it better to take everything to the rack now or to try at least draw some fouls?
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, Fred Hoiberg was talking to his team during the timeout. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now, or we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
Kicks it to O'Quinn. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Here's Porzingis. And that's going to be a travel. Bulls trail by 12. Dedmon kicks to Fournier. Jokic inside. O'Quinn defending. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
You know, there is nothing more frustrating than that. Giving up points on a possession, you won.
Celtics leading by 9. We're about about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Picked by O'Quinn, and Middleton kicks to Morris. To the paint. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Is it any surprise that he's been hitting everything out there? You want the ball in his hands as much as possible.
Covington setting the pick for McCollum. Here's the screen. Covington kicks to Jokic. Over O'Quinn, and Jokic with the basket on the assist from Covington.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there beautifully.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Off the pick, and the layup good by Lowry. Lowry's got 4 this quarter. And pretty much every NBA player grew up playing multiple sports. Smitty, which other sports did you play as a kid growing up? And did you think maybe that would have helped you playing basketball later on?
You know, Kevin, I tried football, and it definitely helped me in basketball because I said, no, this is not for me. So let me put all my emphasis in basketball. Taking those hits, I just wasn't built for that. And after that, I ran cross country because you had to do 2 sports in my high school to be able to play one. I didn't like that either, but I think cross country really helped me with basketball.
But I can see where a lot of other sports could help with footwork and hand-eye coordination and right on down the line.
Yeah, soccer I think is number one. I watched Tony Parker, the way his movement playing soccer. My son right now is playing soccer, Hakeem Olajuwon. I think that's the sport that coincides the best with basketball.
I would agree.
You get a chance to see the elite court vision there. Excellent pass.
There's the dish to Middleton. Back to Lowry. Nice ball movement by Boston. Morris a screen. Shot off the pick. That's short off the rim. Here's Chicago. 9-point game. And here's Covington from the arc. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Off on the timing, or it may have been a miscommunication. Either way, turnover.
Chicago calls timeout. They're behind by 9. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Kyle Lowry.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. Shots good by Clarkson.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen.
Here's Lowry, and that's an intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
In a league full of talented point guards, sometimes Lowry's efforts, they get overlooked, but he's a game changer.
And unfortunately, it's time for them to say night-night.
There's some big-time teaching moments tonight. Hopefully, they become a better team for it.
Covington with the bucket. And Boston has possession. They led by as many as 18 points, and he commits the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. He kicks it to Fournier. Here's Jokic. From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
You know, there's no shame in passing out in that situation. Leave your...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
Whole clique victorious. Taking no prisoners with us, straight up warriors. When I feel it, then I know